fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
Get out of here, mad dogs, you backbones, you sickos. Well, that was pretty quick, actually. Hanma Springs is where I am, and that was two people got it right. One was somebody, and the other person was Pugs' mum. So there you go. I didn't know it was that easy, actually. All I said was it was somewhere that was cold. So what have we been doing in Hanma Springs? Oh, somebody get a prize for that. Backbone t-shirt, I think. What a huge prize. Yeah, never been here before. Great place. Famous for its hot springs, its soothing hot springs. We went there yesterday morning. Very reasonably priced. They've actually got, what was it, $30 or something. But they've got water slides, pretty decent looking water slides, and sort of sulphur pools and all sorts of mineral pools. One problem is that it's insanely cold, so when you get out to go between the pools you really need to have jandals, which I didn't have, and it was like your feet were burning only from the cold. So that was a treat, but funny. And so yeah, we hung around there for a couple of hours. You get an all day pass, so I don't know what you're going to do there all day. But I think, did we get an all day pass? Probably. And went in there for a couple of hours. That was all good. Today we went to went for a forest walk. Those of you who know the podcast know how much I love a walk. It was quite good, actually. I got tricked out of the house, it feels like now, looking back. When I left the house, we were going to go and have something to eat and have a beer, or we were going to go to a mini golf and a maze. By the time we got about 100 metres down the road, actually not even that, I ended up being directed 5 kilometres out of town, and it was a walk, which was good on an empty stomach. It was actually all good, but it was a sculpture walk. So you could walk around, and they had all these sculptures carved out of the trees there, various kinds of pine, a few others I can't remember. I'll be honest, I didn't get a lot of photos, but I did get some. And there was, for example, one of the sculptures is a dog. It's probably about 3.5 foot, and it's carved out of a tree. So a tree exists, it's in the ground, and then they just chop it, I guess, maybe at 6 foot, and then from there carve out a 3.5 foot high dog, which is a skill. And then some of the other ones were squirrels. They're big, and orangutan, and possums, couple of possums, and that weird looking Nobby, is that his name, off Harry Potter. He was there. So yeah, and to tell you how prepared we were for it was that 3 of us were wearing white trainers on a muddy bushwalk, and my wife was wearing tramping boots. So somebody knew what was happening, and it wasn't me. And then what did we do? Then we went and had a delicious meal. And actually, that was interesting. My daughter went to play. There's a playground there, and my daughter went to play on the playground, and then she came back immediately in tears. And I said, "What's going on?" And she just pointed in the direction. And I thought to myself, somebody's said something mean to my kid. So I picked her up, and then we went over to the playground there, and there's these 4 kids there, probably up to the age of about 12 or 13, and my daughter and I just wiped the floor with them, to be honest with you. Easy pickings for the Mogies. and then we had our run of the old playground there, which had two slides side by side, a tunnel up high connecting where you get on the slides to just another sort of a platform where you climb up to. And then on that platform you could also take a pole. You could slide on a fireman's pole down, which my daughter's just started to learn. So she liked that. And then there's a little sort of a car with two steering wheels in it. So we got to sit in that and both pretend we were driving and running things over on the road. So that was a bonding experience that'll last forever. And now we've come home and I'm having a beer in the spa, back in the spa. Don't know if I mentioned this. I'm aware these are not entertaining at all, don't worry. But I had a message last night from the, what do you call them, the owner of this Airbnb that we're in. And they said, look, well, I'll tell you what they said actually, wouldn't I? I'll tell you exactly what they said. Hi Mike, our neighbour rang today. Please can you ensure you unclip all, and that's capital letters, clips from the spa before you use it. Remove the cover. Please don't leave the cover hanging from the clips. Many thanks. I can tell you that it took all of my strength not to text back. And I started texting back and I just said to myself, nah. There's nothing good to come out of that. Not that I was going to be rude, but it's just a weird thing to text somebody, which is essentially, hey, hi Mike, just so you know, our neighbours are watching you for any minor infraction that might take place. So just know that you are being surveilled by some locals, which is, I love my privacy, so that's good to know. So I'm back out here now, probably being watched again. But the other thing was that actually it wasn't clipped in because I took the clips off on the first day and I've never clipped it back in since. So look, all I'm saying is that someone's going to get the deduge. And it's a really, I guess, what's the most passive-aggressive revenge you can have is by giving a bad review on Airbnb. I was talking to my wife about it. I was just like, I don't think I can be bothered, to be honest with you. Let's just go 5 stars all the way and move on with our lives, surely. So I think that's what will happen. Good times. And then, we're off home tomorrow, so that'll be good. Back in the car, mate. Pack it up. Looking forward to getting back to Auckland, actually. Looking forward to what I'm going to be doing is going and seeing the new Mission Impossible movie. Get myself some Tom Cruise. That might be a date with the missus, that one. Nothing turns on a missus like a 60-year-old Tom Cruise being more of a man than you've ever been or can ever be. Although the dye job is starting to look a bit harsh now, isn't it? There's a certain point where men are dyeing their hair where it just starts to look like, I don't know, it's like there's a greyness of the skin which doesn't match the darkness of the hair. So anyway, I look forward to watching that, and hopefully I'll have a shirt off and there'll definitely be a lot of running involved. So I'll let you know what I think about that. And again, I know this is not interesting, but gives you something to do, doesn't it? Sitting there doing whatever it is you're doing. Anyway, I'm going to have another beer and catch you bastards tomorrow. Righto.